Hello YouTube and welcome back onto my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Yeah, this is just gonna get ready for me for a night out. So it's not like a mad night out. Well, I say it's not a mad night out, I'm going to a rave. If you'd like to see how I did this makeup look, you're going to be so surprised because there's so many clever techniques in here you just never knew about, honestly. Please just keep on watching. If I look down here, it's because I've got a mirror here, but I keep looking at. Anyway, I always like to keep my hair out my face, and I've noticed not a lot of people do this, which I don't understand, because getting makeup in my hair, I just hate it. I think it's gross and it doesn't feel nice. So starting with this. This is the Super Glue Play SPF 50. This has literally become a holy grail of mine. I found out about it through, I think it might have been Rachel Leary. It's something I use under my makeup as a, obviously, SPF to protect my skin, and then also a primer because it's super sticky. A lot of people don't like to wear this because it gives flashback in images. However, I don't feel like I've had that problem. One thing I will say though is do not put this on your eyelids. And I know that sounds kind of self-explanatory, but I've done it and oh my gosh, my eyes stung all day and burnt all day. So yeah, just do not put this stuff on your eyelids. Once it's all rubbed into my skin, I actually let it sit for a couple of minutes because otherwise I feel like it's a little bit too sticky. The foundation I'm about to use is the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation in the shade 3.0. I actually really like this foundation. I feel like it lasts a really long time. I've got quite oily skin. Oh, it's Tilly. Hi Tilly. I've got quite oily skin, so I need a foundation that literally, you know, does what it says on the tin. And I'm just using a Morphe M439 brush because I don't know, I'm not a sponge person. Okay, so moving on to a concealer, which I consider to be an absolute holy grail. Yeah, I think I've been using it now for 4 or 5 years, which I think it's a pretty long time. Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I think these last me literally, I'm not even gonna lie, 6 months. But I do not use this as my everyday concealer because it's quite thick and quite heavy in full coverage. Instead, for everyday, I use the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, which I absolutely swear by this. This is amazing concealer. It dries really quickly, so you've got to work fast. But for everyday use, I mean, even for a night out, I would still use this. But I like to go the extra mile and, you know, paint my face a little bit more. This is in the shade Light Neutral, and I just like to draw lines. I used to do dots, but I feel like doing lines spreads better. I don't know why. A little goes a long way, trust me. And then I'm just using a, unfortunately to admit, a beauty blender, which is like the little baby ones. I think any beauty blender will do, to be honest. Just because beauty blenders are really expensive, so, and at the end of the day, it is just a sponge. By the way, I just want to say this is by no means me saying this is how you should do your makeup, because people might watch this and be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it that way around? But it works for me and I like how the outcome is, so who cares? So for the powder, I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder in Translucent. And do you know what? This has lasted me. I use it every single day except a Sunday, because who wears makeup on a Sunday? I think it was 1.5 years. That's probably gross to some people, but hello. And I've like got that much left. That was worth a purchase because it's £30, so it's not cheap. And I'm just using a Real Techniques to really old powder brush. So I'm using next the Hoola Benefit Bronzer and the little thing that comes with it. Now, I would not buy, this product is literally probably disgracefully old, but yeah, I would not buy this product again because Benefit sell to China, which means that they condone animal testing, which is not for me. But I do recommend little brushes like this just because I feel like the precision, it helps. Everybody already knows, but can you see, when I do that, I get obviously the line of where my cheekbone is. Now, I would normally apply from here, which makes sense, right? No, because then when you blend it, it blends downwards, which means that the highlighted shadow effect that you're trying to create has been brought down, which means it's going to be less prominent. So what you want to do is, this is where my cheekbone is, but this is where I'm going to apply the product. If I create the line, can you see how much higher up that is? That, when I then blend it out, this is going to be that moment where it just doesn't work out. That probably looks absolutely awful, but once I've got the bronzer on as well, it will not. Next up, I'm using the Too Faced Cosmetics Dark Chocolate Matte Bronzer. I've actually, again, all my makeup is really old, but my skin's not freaking out, so it's just an angled brush. I think that just works a bit better. And this is in the colour Dark Chocolate. By the way, this product is like 2 or 3 years old and still smells absolutely delicious. Then literally I'm doing the exact same thing as what I did with the contouring powder, in that I'm following higher up so that when I bring it down and blend it out, if you don't bronze your nose, I feel like it sort of disappears, but not in a good way. Next up, I'm using a Real Techniques, can't even say that, Real Techniques blush brush. I'm using, again, a really old product, which is the MAC Spring Sheen blush. Again, test on animals, so I would not buy this product. This product's like 6 years old. That's kind of like disgusting and clapped. I'm fully aware of that. I just like to put a little bit on there. Well, not a little bit, that looks like a lot, doesn't it? And then tap off the excess, and then the typical smile. Yeah, I used to hate blush, but now I feel like it adds a little bit more colour back into your face. Some dudes that don't wear makeup, just literally for a night out will go shower, do their hair, get changed and they're done. And not this whole process. Like, this is a long process. Don't get me wrong, absolutely love doing my makeup. I really do. I actually find it really fun. But if you're in a rush, not so fun. If it goes wrong, definitely not so fun. Next we have eyebrows, which used to be my least favourite thing to do until I discovered two products that I actually think are the best things ever. So the first one is the Loveooo eyebrow product, and this is the Brow Sculpting Clear. You get a lot of product on this brush, so I like to just wiggle it out and then wipe off any excess because that ain't cute. And then let me just show you what this looks like. So, oh, by the way, yes, I've got vitiligo in my eyebrow. That's why that bit's white. I just like to brush it through my eyebrows, and can you see that it's leaving like white residue? And just comb them upwards. Isn't it so weird that we do this now? Whereas like when I was in school, it used to be like having thin brows. So you'd literally have one hair going all the way across. Do you imagine this being a thing for men, like eyebrows, shape and size being a trend? And then let that dry, because if you put product on it, you're just gonna take it off. Let me show you what these look like right now. Mmm, tasty. Looks like I've got prick stick in my eyebrows. So whilst that's drying, let's move on to the eyes. I'm just gonna use my bronzer and a Morphe M504 brush, which is a really big, well not really big, but like a nice fluffy, thank you, sorry. A nice fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take this through the crease just to give a little bit of definition. Nothing fancy. I just think that when you look to the eyes, it just gives it a little bit more of a sultry look. Just a little bit of definition, and that was so easy. Now, I always curl my lashes. If you want to wear false lashes, go for it. I like to curl one lash of my eye. What am I talking about? Curl one eye, curl one eyelash set, whatever, and then put the mascara on straight away. And then I'm gonna use my favourite mascaras, which is the Collection Lasting Perfection Mascara Lash Surge. Collection Lash Surge, sorry. This is like £4. Honestly, Collection just know what they're doing, and the fact they keep their prices low even though the quality of their products, in my opinion, is really high. Thank you. We appreciate it. We really do. That's mascara done. Can you see what I mean? I'm just going to put some Too Faced lip injection on my lips. So what I'll do, I'll put it on to give myself a pump and then wipe it off after a certain amount of time. Again, Collection has come to save the day. Collection, thank you so much for your incredible products. This is the Incredibrow in dark brunette. And this is just an eyebrow mascara, and again, just amazing. I feel like it's lasted me a really long time and I just love it. Just brush it through my brows, and because they're already set in place, I'm just trying to give them a little bit of colour. Do you see what I mean? Like, and the difference. I'm going to do a before and after. So this is the before, especially when you can see the little white patch there that I have on my eyebrow. And this is the after. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, what we do now? Oh yeah, so I've got a little brush, and this is a Morphe M507, and I'm actually going to take some of that bronzer, just put it under my eyes as well, because why not? Now I'm just going to add a little bit of cuteness to the eye, which is this Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma, which is literally one of my favourite things again. I think this is my third one that I've bought in a row now. Lasts quite a long time, and it just gives a little bit of to the eye without having to make loads of effort. So I just like to put this. Sometimes I like to go over the whole lid with it, depends what look I'm going for, but for tonight, I'm going for just a little cute inner corner shindig. So I'm actually just going to do a little bit of bottom lash mascara. I've got a Morphe eyeliner in the colour Toasty, which is like a very maroony colour, and I just like to run this on my top eyelash line, just to sort of fill in the gaps that the mascara has not. And then I just like to do little flicks. And this is really weird, but what I do is I take it to the corner of my eye, and I blink and drag up, and it just creates a really sweet little flick. I don't know if that's a really stupid explanation, but we're trying here. Are you even surprised? Collection Lasting Perfection in the shade Cappuccino, which I absolutely swear by. I've used this now for so long. It's just the perfect shade of brown for me. And yeah, I've also, if you notice, I've wiped off the Too Faced lip injection so that I can apply. It's a lip liner done. And then I'm going to use a new favourite of mine as well, which is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, who we love. And, oh, lip gloss in Fenty Glow. Now this has got a really orangey taste to it. Yeah, it tastes so good. It's got a really like orangey colour to it, and it's got some silver sparkles that run fat. don't put whatever applicator which holds so much product on the end. I just love a big applicator like this just because I feel, I don't know, it just spreads product better. So, smells like coconut. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the finished look. So, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.